I've been muted this entire time, bro. Like, this is just. I didn't say much, but, bro, I was like, why is my party chat not working? Why is it still not working? What? Um, and I was like, why is my party chat not working? Because that's how that's how I can tell I'm like talking. And then I realized my mic was muted, so that's fantastic. We're off to a great start today. That's amazing. Very awkward beginning. Let's go, dude. I'm silent, am I? Hello? 1, 2, 3. Testing. Please don't tell me I'm silent. What is. Dude, every fucking stream, bro. You're fine now? Okay. Phew. Okay, so. As I was saying. Oh, it's an old message? Okay, I'm stupid. As I was saying, I heard, and well, mostly read, right, because there's not really any videos out currently. I read that there was a new preview out today, and pretty. Oh god, yeah, this was like months ago. Slime, they've done that. I don't use it. I don't really see the point in it, right? But you know, I heard there was a new preview today, and I think it was a pretty big preview. I think it was like the flagship preview of this drop cycle, like the full drop. I mean, now granted, we've only seen two, but I do think this one's bigger than the last one. This added a lot. I was not expecting what it's done, although I'm very amazed. I'm very stunned. So let's go into, I guess, what the first thing is. Probably, in my opinion, I love when they do this kind of stuff. Like, so I was like amazed. I was very happy that they've done this stuff. The dyes are changing. I feel like this could be Mandela effect. I feel like I talked about this like a few weeks ago. I was like, yeah, it's kind of lackluster how like the dyes are really weird. They should change those, and they did. My tea is so hot, Jesus Christ, and they did. Um, some people might be like, well, why? What was the reasoning, right? And I can kind of understand that if you don't play the game. Uh, um, looking at this, there's 5 reasons why. Six reasons why. But they all, well, 5 of them go into one. The main reason is look at the grey, lime green, purple, magenta, and pink. They are all the same. Now, I'm not colorblind, but if I was, I would find this to be a living nightmare. Obviously, I know you can hover over stuff, right? That was an argument people used when I talked about it. They were like, well, I mean, you can just hover over it. Why does it matter? Um, the same thing was with ores. You could hover over ores when you mined them, but no one complained about that, right? Um, so I'm personally very glad that they're being changed because this is just horrendous, right? Wattles, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Smiley face emoji. Have you gotten into the preview yet? I don't know if it's out for consoles. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't played with them. Um, but I saw your tweets. They don't. It doesn't sound uh, great on the releasing end of previews, which is kind of sad. Um, very very sad. Yeah, I don't really understand why they're not saying anything either. It's kind of blech, but I don't really. I personally, I don't really play the previews that much, so that's why I'm not complaining as much. as I would when Mojang fucks up, right? But um, what can you do? What we can do is pretend we have the features now in game, which is what we're doing, right? I have an update chest that I do every drop or update, and I've done some changes. So shelves, I did not see this coming at all. I have no idea. Genuinely, I was like, what? That was kind of my first like reaction to the preview. I was like, what? What is this? Not in like a bad way, but in like a what on earth kind of way, right? But yeah, I think they're pretty good. The use stripped logs. I think stripped logs are fine, but there should be an easier way to strip them. I think because it's kind of annoying having to. I don't know. Maybe I'm like too stupid, but having to like mine the logs and then strip them and then mine them again, which is what I did to get these, was kind of tedious. But first world problems, right? Um, I have a feeling. I mean, spruce and dark oak are like amazing wood types, so they're going to go hard regardless. I feel like birch could go crazy as well, and then oak, obviously, classic wood, right? I already have a build in mind to use this. Literally this one, right here. This goes crazy. Like, remove the trapdoors, remove the item frames, shelf. Go in here, shelf. I don't know why I'm pointing in real life. Shelf, right? I'm very excited about these. Um, library, maybe you could do like a what? Because in my local library, they have like fiction and non-fiction stuff like that. So maybe the library works. Um, workshop, I think you could as well. You probably could get away with it if you done like if you removed these and put like a shelf here. I think you could go crazy in this world of shelves, personally. And guys, here, what does it do? It's like 3 items, right? Okay, we may not be able to do. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, be a little bit awkward. Yep, spam activated. What? Oh yeah, it's a Twitch thing. Don't worry about it. I have not like messed with Nightbot commands, so a lot of them are just random stuff. I'm surprised Nightbot's here. Nightbot's usually dead, but maybe here as well. Like honestly, dude, I could do so much with these. Like that's 6 items. What else? I think that's it for now. Maybe potions. You do like some like potion stuff with like night vision. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. You could do a lot in this world of shelves because originally I was like, I mean they're cool, but I was like, okay. But as it like grew on me, I was like, okay, I really like shelves, and now I'm like, okay, I can actually use them, right? In the trading hall, you could display multiple trades. Yes. So as it stands, right, I have my trading hall only specifies a few trades. So obviously you've got the enchantment books up here, but up here you've got just block trades, and that could be anything. You've got map trades. What map trades? Um, you've got miscellaneous trades, which again, what? Right? That could be. This could be made a lot more um like specific, right? And then food trades, which I guess is okay. But like, oh, they could go crazy here. Yeah, yeah, I'm a big fan of them. I'm a big fan of them. I need them now. I don't understand the redstone component to them, which naturally I wouldn't. I am illiterate when it comes to redstone. Um, but it's, it's fine, right? Yeah, in the sense of me saying miscellaneous, it's like random stuff, but random stuff could literally be anything. So it's like, oh, can I get diamonds? No. So I think having like rotten flesh, ender pearls, XP bottles, the last trade. What's the last trade of clerics? Isn't it like or glowstone as well? Power of them, I think, makes them take 3 items from your first hotbar slots and makes them appear different. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to do like research into it. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. But looking at this again, you have honeycomb, which I guess is going to be really important now because of the statues that they turn into. Um, as he oxidize apparently. So when they're fully oxidized, they just turn into statues and then random poses. That is so like what's it called? Armor stand coded. I don't know. I like honestly, that literally they took that component of armor stands and were like, yep, that belongs there. Am I like? Does Java have that though? Because I feel like Java's armor stands are very different. I don't know if Java has that component. I could be wrong, but I feel like if they don't, then armor stands on Java are about to reach parity. If they do, then they're already out of parity. But Java has, they don't have arms. They don't have the they're gonna have to change them then, because like as a Java player, why would you be like, oh, I can make armor stand, not armor stand, copper column statues change pose, but not this, right? It'd be weird. So I think that's like because you know how Java does sometimes do that when they'll have a new feature and they'll be like, well, this is in Bedrock already. Oh, okay, we'll just add it as well because why not? I can see that coming into like the first snapshot because I imagine the first snapshot is gonna have everything, right? Right, Mojang. um, got it. But yeah, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff, and I'm now intrigued, which is it's a good intrigued because you can have like bad intrigued and good intrigued. I think it would be a lot to add in the first snapshot. Yeah, it would be, but offhand soon. So that's the $1 million question, Badoko. Is the offhand coming to Bedrock? Um, Again, I'm cautiously optimistic. Nothing's changed. Do you remember like when Smokey found something in the files? That was a little bit, vague, but I was like, this probably does mean something with the offhand. I said then on stream, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm still saying now. Until I see it in the preview that they've announced it, I'm not being like, I'm not jumping for joy. But I think this is a step, personally. I do think this is a first, I think they're going towards it, right? I do think they're going towards it. I think not. I think saying that they're not would be silly. In some capacity, they are going towards offhand parity, which is huge, by the way. I wonder if add-on creators will be able to have some sort of. I think there is an add. There might be an add-on that has like torches in your offhand or something. I'm not sure. Well, they do, right? What was the add-on we played a few weeks back? We had torches on our offhand, no? I don't know. Again, I'm optimistic. I'll say that I'm optimistic and hopeful. I've never been this hopeful, um, but I am, and I think we're very close to the whole "yeah, it's coming" announcement. When I don't know. It could not. It could be not even in this drop, right? This could be set up for the next drop, because Mojang likes to do that and stuff like that. So it could be. It could very well be, but I don't know. So obviously, with that being said, the whole counter still like is in place because again, I've not seen it physically in game. I've not been able to do this. So until I am, then the counter stops. But for now, even when I see it in preview, like when it's in the changelog, I'll still be like, not yet. I know this. People say this all the time. Shelves feel modded. The thing is, like, people aren't wrong when they say things are modded. They seem like they're modded because they're new. Everything that you've seen in every update is new, so it's gonna feel modded. Happy Ghasts felt modded to me. I just didn't say it publicly, but to me they felt modded because they're new and no one expected a flying mount, right? Um, Shelves feel like furniture, so I can see the thing, right? I can see it now. Does this mean they can add chairs, tables, and stuff like that? No. I think uh, shelves are unique in that they have a purpose, right? Yes, you can. It's a sandbox game. I know there's a whole like debate around that, but shelves at their core have a purpose, right? So we went from actuals. We went from hang on. We went from like these to actual shelves, right? Which is pretty good, I think. Um, you may realize I'm not doing anything. I'm running around. It's just because I'm talking, right? I'm sorry if you don't like me not doing anything. I'm yapping because there's a lot to talk about today. So we'll try to do some stuff today, but it's not guaranteed because I've got some stuff to recap as well that I've done in this world that you may have seen already. But massive preview. I was complete like honestly, I was very doomer, and I have been very doomer about Minecraft lately because it's just been kind of depressing. Um, for me, there wasn't a whole lot to be excited about. Am I excited now for the drop? Maybe. Um, Also because they said they never wouldn't add vertical slabs because they wouldn't add more partial blocks, which shelves are. Yeah, the whole I don't really trust Mojang when they say we'll never do this because the attitudes change. You know, scope changes. That's a lot of stuff. Wow. Um. So yeah, I was very doomer. Maybe I am still, but we'll see. We'll see. I think something we should talk about as well is what is the theme of this drop? It has to be something to do with, like inventory and like chests, like storage, right? Surely, right? I think that is the direction they're going in. It's storage and display, yeah. Um, which is another thing. The tough column is officially dead. It's officially dead. There's literally no reason. There's no. It's dead. Its main purpose was to hold items, which was already a bit weird. But how can you revamp that? At its core, it was always a holding items thing. The copper golem you could rework because it was meant to help out the player in some way. So you could change the whole button pressing thing, button pressing thing into whatever. Turns out it was chest organization. The tough golem you can't. It's dead. It's dead. There's literally there's no reason for it to be added again. Um, so that's now the dinosaur that was meant to disenchant items revamped into the not stonecutter, grindstone. Um, and now the tough column. They're both dead. Yeah, I really like this build. So whilst we're in here, I've done some changes. I've added some stuff here. So there's like a little jungle area. You may notice some birds. Every type of bird, every type of parrot, rather. There's like 6 of them, I think. But yeah, really cool. Really happy with this build. I wasn't intending to like go into depths about this here, but now that we're in here, we might as well, right? Um, I think we're looking at a very good drop. I think we are. I think last week I spoke about the opportunity for this drop being fan service based to be dead because of the whole no more mobs, like mobs from mob fights are being added in this drop. So my reaction was, well, then this drop is just based on fan service. At least it's dead, right? I think they've revived it. I think they have. Because of the whole shelf thing. Like we've all secretly, we may look at it today and be like, "What the hell is this?" But we've all kind of wanted this kind of thing to be added. We just haven't been vocal about it. And Mojang are very one of their strengths is they're very good at that. They're very good at recognizing what the community wants, but hasn't said publicly. I think we've all collectively been like, "Yeah, this is pretty good." Um, but yeah, you bring up the other side of it is people haven't asked for it, but they've looked at it and been like, "Yeah, this is good." Like they'll love it, right? And the whole retexturing a very broken texture that they've done. Again, they do this every drop, but it is still fan service. I haven't looked into it, but I hope you can put full stacks of shell in shelves because if you can't, they'd be low key useless. I have not played with them. Has anyone actually? I know Waddles couldn't access them, and he was playing on. He's he's still tweeting about it. He was it was about like Windows 10 edition didn't have it. No, if Windows 10 doesn't have it, no one does. So actually wrong about that, really. I feel like if Windows 10 gets the preview, we're kind of safe in the fact that okay, they're starting to release a preview. You always get previews before I do, really. They're meant to allow hotbar swapping for different tasks. I think they're multi-use shelves. I'm not going to use them for hotbar swapping. I'm I'm not right. I'm just not. I'm way too stupid. So, but I guess something that we should talk about in the world I've been up to. Do you notice anything? The walls have increased. So a few days ago, I not looted, um, conducted a harvest and pillaged my crops. So that's why they're growing suddenly. Um, and I was like, why am I doing this and not doing any changes? So they're now higher because animals would spawn on the blocks that don't have any flowers yet, and they just climb over them and trample over them. So, and I think the main farm that had this issue was the potato farm. There was a lot of missing blocks here, a lot of tilled missing blocks. So now they're high enough. I really like this. Also, it's really hard for me to punch flowers now. whilst I'm like ravaging my crops. So that's really nice. And you've also got like proper entrances now. So there's multiple fence gates and stuff like that. Again, I this could be like the rework of the farms, I guess. You could maybe count it as. Maybe. But I really like it. I really enjoy it. So it's staying. Something else I've done. Sorry for the brief pause, is it's me drinking tea and water. I'm doing a lot of yapping today, so my voice is probably going to go a few times. Just a little fair warning. Something I've done with the houses. I've finally, like, after a little bit, right? I reworked them, right, and then I left them for a little bit. The one change is the stairs. I didn't really. So, okay, the preview came out today, and I was playing around in my world, like doing the update prep, and I went into my house and was like, why are the stairs stone? Like, realistically speaking, that's going to be pretty. Like, I don't walk on stone stairs in my house. Other buildings, sure, but not in my house, right? So, all of them are wood. The only difference is my house has dark oak, so I can better distinguish again. But all the others have birch. So, again, just a nice little change. Why not, right? Why not? Have I done anything else? That's kind of. I mean, the Lightborn Eye has been changed slightly or improved upon. It now has lights. Beforehand, it would be really dark. Now it's got a lot of light. And my controller, by the way, has stick drift. Shit. That's that little thing you saw when I was doing that. That was not me. Fuck. I just found where one of my happy guards died. I think Hans died and fell into the void. That's crazy. I think it's not bad stick drift, but it's kind of annoying. And it usually corrects itself. This type of stick drift isn't that bad. I can usually correct it. But yeah, the end rods have a use. And obviously not everywhere is lit up, but most of it is. So I think it's way nicer. Oh, also, you may notice top left, 5,000 days. Just a, small little thing, I guess. The other thing, look at my boys. Look at them. Well, I guess Casper can be. Yeah, Casper's like non binary, I guess. Well, Tough Golem's dead. Shelves. Yeah, I think the shelves have killed them. Because the Tough Golem was literally just an item frame. Like a glorified item frame. So already it was kind of like, okay, right? Um, but now we have shelves, and they do the hotbar hopping stuff. But item frames, I agree. Item frames are still a thing, but shelves also have that second functionality that item frames don't, and they look nicer than just item frames. But that's just me. I don't really see how you could rework the tough column. I'd like them to. I voted for the tough column, but so what did you end up doing to restrain the ghasts? We have a minecart. They're very happy, which is very nice to see. I'm really glad they're not outside anymore. I never liked them being outside. I did, yeah. I've not pressed the button yet, Corn, but I've used your method, yeah. May have yoinked it. But yeah, I've done that before day 5,000, so that to me was complete before 5,000 days, which was really nice. I've seen people complain about Copper Golem statues, which is weird. When they were... Why is that not bot? Why is that bot not banned? Okay. I don't know why our bot didn't ban that bot, that was weird. Normally, like, chat bots are banned. Like, follower bots. But yeah, I haven't seen that Badoko, but I will say, if people are genuinely complaining, that is stupid. Because, one, it was a original aspect of the Copper Golem. Two, after the week that they added Copper Golems, people were like, they should be able to, like, become statues. And now they have. So, like, I don't really get it, personally. But I mean, again, they will complain. Like, people will complain. It's Twitter. I'm assuming you've read these comments. People will complain about literally anything. But I don't really allow that kind of thing. If people complain about something so stupid, I will call out what they're saying. And it's like, this is just unwarranted. There's no need to complain about this. Exactly, Bidoko. Exactly. It's like another thing as well. I preemptively have said, I know people like are nostalgia hawks, but at the same time, the die changes are objectively better. Factually, I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, they're objectively better. And a lot of people get like, well, not a lot of people, but people get annoyed when I say something like this is objectively wrong or stuff like that. Sometimes your opinion is wrong. I'm sorry. Sometimes your opinion is wrong because these are objectively better textures. Is it going to take a long time to get used to? Yes, but it's a new thing. Every new thing gets like it takes a while to get used to. This isn't new, right? I just don't like the plates. That's fair. On it, that's I do. I can understand why people like why are there plates there. I get that. It's the same thing with the spawn eggs. You know the water mobs. I think they've got like, some like water leaking out of them or something like that. It's some weird thing. I get that. But at its core, the textures themselves, minus the plates, are better. It's just, it is what it is. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And people will get mad at me for saying that. Because it happens every single time. But it's a fact. So, cry about it. Like, I'm not going to cry about it. I actually like these textures. And when they inevitably do enchantment books and potions, you'll cry as well. But I won't be because I will like them. I know I will like them. They never miss. The design team behind textures never disappoints. Ever. So there's no like valid reason. There's no valid reason to. Let me do this again. There's no valid reason to look at these and be like, these are better. When 5 of them are the exact same. Like, what? But next, if they do they should do enchantment books next. If they do that, I swear this game is perfect. Oh yeah, we didn't. Now that we're here, they won't touch the creeper. They'll never. I don't think they would either. I don't think they would either. They should. The creeper's awful. You guys know this. I despise the creeper. Um, they should, but they won't. They're too scared. I've done some enchantment book stuff as well. So from the enchantment, or not enchantment, the villager trading hall, I've taken 3 books of every type, so that we have enchantment books here as well, just in case, right? But yeah, I would love them to touch enchantment books because this is a this is definitely a texture of all time. But is it the best? Probably not. Probably not. No. Uh, but yeah, I do think the enchantment book textures are on their radar. They have to be. Do I want the oxidized crafting recipe for copper golems? I think like I mean maybe actually probably more of them if I want statues. Oh, Oliver's awake. Hello. I wonder how they'll do enchantment books with multiple enchantments though. Maybe they'll prioritize the most. Yeah, I think they'd also like reorder them, right? Because let me. Yeah, Oliver's having a drink right now. I'm currently watching him whilst playing, so if I seem distracted, um, let me find a book. Oh wait, am I stupid? Is it actually? No, it's not. Okay, so like with this book, for example, piercing 4 should be at the top, and then sharpness, and then quick charge, and then whatever. New person in the Discord. Really, 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 really. Has the uh? Oh, it has. Okay, good. Give me a second. Okay, but yeah. Um. Also, something I want to mention is that yes, they have removed the experimental toggle, but I don't think this is the end of the drop because again, I said this on Twitter, said it a few times actually today. I replied to someone and said my own tweet. Um, yes, their communication is terrible. We know this, but Mojang will tell us if their drop is feature complete or not. They have. We will know, and they haven't. To my understanding, I've not seen anywhere like they may have, but I've not seen anything indicating that yes, like we've seen all the content in this drop. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what else there is because I do think there is more to this, perchance. But what that is, I have no idea. I was fully expecting, like when I saw the image that Megaspud used for the preview, I was like, is that a copper lantern? And then obviously I figured out that it was just vibrant visuals. But I was literally that was what I was expecting. I was expecting like just copper lanterns. Honestly, it's just Moon. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. You've also joined the Discord server, haven't you? Hello. Welcome. Welcome. I think what they should do, I think this is what Badoka is saying. I could be misinterpreting what he's saying, but what I want him to do is look into like in the chest, and there's like a button here that you press, and it sorts everything. That'd go crazy. Hey Mune, is that how you say your name? Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Preview's out now apparently. Awesome. I won't be checking it out because I'm streaming. I want to check it out really badly, but I'm not going to end stream to do that. Okay. Hey Squid, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just like, this is how I plot certain builds. Just bear with me with this. Actually, it's 25, right? Yeah, it's 25 originally. Am I silly? I am. Okay, great. We missed a block. Feck, we missed a lot of blocks. Shite. I chose the wrong block to play. Scaffolding is really annoying to play for some reason. Okay. This just... Okay. Do you think they'd ever increase stack sizes? I don't think so, no. I don't think they ever will. I'm doing good, and you? I'm doing well, Squid. Thank you for asking. Your Hypergast is bugged? Wait, what? Yeah, I don't think they'd ever increase stack sizes. Would I support that? I don't know. Would I like that kind of thing? Fuck, stick... Oh, that was bad. That was bad, stick drift. Bro, you're a new controller. What are you doing? Relatively new controller. Is this just Java? Is this Java or Bedrock? This is Bedrock we're playing on, yeah. Leave little markers, and then we need to mine this because we need it to do the other directions. Have you been treating your controller? Dude, I treat my controllers really nicely nowadays. When I was a kid, I used to bite them. I don't bite my controllers anymore. They're actually treated pretty nicely. If I'm not playing Overwatch, which I don't, so... do I have... Okay, yeah, good. 25th blocks. Oh, it looks very cool. Thank you. It's taken a long time. I do try my best. It is almost a year old, yeah. Almost. August, I think. I think I have the date like written down somewhere. Okay. Little marker. Just bear with me. This will make sense soon, I promise. Okay, then we need 25th. 25th. We'll keep the crafting table here for now. Wait a minute. I just thought of an issue. Actually, no, it's not an issue. I'm stupid. Okay. Mint Refresh, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You never said anything about a new world by using the word new in the Discord, so I don't know when you made your world. I can probably tell you. Give me a second, if I've noted it down correctly. The 16th of the 9th, 2024, was when this world was made. Thought I'd lurk while I'm working, spend a lot of time bothering you on Twitter to not come say hi. I appreciate it, Mint Refresh. Hopefully your work goes well. No one bothers me on Twitter. Except Funny NR. No one really bothers me on Twitter. But I appreciate you nonetheless. Did you see Minecraft posted a YouTube video asking if people made it to the end? Yeah, they've done a lot of posts recently being like really weird. If it had to be one person, that's a fair choice. Oh, there's a lot of people. Don't worry, there's a lot of people. But, you know, the more I say, the less I say about them, the better. Okay. So these are pathways for me, right? These aren't actual areas, or are they? Actually, no, I'm stupid, they are. What am I smoking? Smoking stacks? Question mark? Okay, let me copy the world. End update soon. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm sure a lot of people do think it's an end update that's coming. They're in for a rude awakening. Let me tell you that much. Or I am, unless, you know, I could be wrong. But I don't think I am. In saying that there's not going to be an end update this next drop. Let me just lock in for a second. Okay. I think they partly did it to maybe see how many people made it to the end. Maybe. Yeah, that'd be, yeah. Okay, with a copy. So, what we're building in this survival world is basically kind of what we're aiming for in the creative copy. So we can now swap over to that. They already get numbers on how many people go to the end. A YouTube video vote would be very, very skewed anyway. Are there numbers they get skewed as well though, Mint? Because, I say that because the Xbox numbers are wrong. Because it's an achievement and it tells you this amount of players. I don't know how many amount of players have, but it tells you the percentage. A lot of people go to the end in creative. That's still going into the end, regardless. A lot of people go to the end in creative, kill the dragon, go to the end islands, whatever. But it's a grey area. It's a grey area, I think. So what we're doing, what we're aiming for, if I can remove this. We're aiming for a little bit of a flower. Right? So maybe a flower. I don't know. But we want to experiment basically with these pathways in all four directions, and then we can start designing things, and then maybe making more pathways. But I'm not too sure about this. But we'll see. All I know is they stick drift. All I know is they definitely know what they're doing by posting that poll. Yeah, I guess so. Have I got any tea left? I do. Oh my god. Goated. Okay. Well, I know this is like that, so we can do this one as well. The messing with us, they always like to mess with us. One of these days, Mojang, one of these days, you will regret messing with me. That was a joke. Please do not take that seriously. I am just a small boy playing Minecraft. Please do not take that seriously. Listen, man, I've been waiting for something for 500 days. Who wouldn't go crazy, right? So the idea is like the pathway is at least 2 blocks thin, but it's still like a bit skewed. Okay, I'm not really seeing much diversity here. I don't really want it to be. Oh, that's too long, I think. You don't want long breaks. Okay. I'm going to take that seriously. I'm going to cancel now. Finally. Thank God. Mojang has been saying that they want to update the ends for years. We know that they want to do it. I'd be shocked if they haven't been scoping that. Oh, no, yeah, they know. They know. Right. They do. And it'd be ignorant. I've made this wrong. Wait, have I? Actually. Pause. They definitely are aware. Okay, so we are going to have more blocks. It's just like we're using pathways as a rough example. I wish we had more bosses in the game. End update 2033, 2035. Please don't. I'll be 35 then. Yeah, I do want more bosses too, but they need to update the old ones first. It's the same thing with like dimensions. They need to update the dimensions first, and then they can do the next one, right? And the thing is, it doesn't even take much to update the current bosses. There's literally only 2 of them. All you do is make parity with the Wither and make the dragon a little bit harder, which you could do in an end update anyway. So I don't really. It's like they're. I feel like they're saving the end update for when Minecraft loses hype, and have they? Has the game lost hype? It's an interesting question, in my opinion. In my honest opinion. So, do we want this to branch out? Because it's at least 20 blocks in every direction, at least bare minimum. But do we want this to branch out more? And give me 2 seconds. Okay. How long have we been? Oh, fuck. Are the animal enclosures going to be in those gaps between paths? Not necessarily. They can branch off. Like, so. Let me fly backwards. That entire area that I'm looking at right now can be used for animal enclosures. A part of it is like a free range. What's my fucking door? Free range, free ranch. Is that the? No, because you say free range for like eggs, don't you? Free ranch area for like all the horses, so like donkeys, mules, skeleton horses. Just not striders because they're ugly. I also feel like the end update expectations are huge because of dungeons and all the mods. They're taking their time. Yeah. They have to be very careful with the end update because we know that from the Never update, they um, burnt out, right? What was it? There was some issue they ran in. Like they worked like really hard on it, which is not bad. It's not bad to work hard, but I mean like too hard on it. Does that make sense? And I worry that that's going to happen again with an end update because I think the end update hype doesn't like it doesn't the cave update and never update hype didn't doesn't come close. I think to an end update hype. Like people are begging for it. They spent so much time with caves and cliffs to get it right, and a lot of people still thought it was mid. Yeah. I may end the stream early, by the way, today, guys, because apparently there's a Euros game going on, like football, and we're in England are in the semi-final against Italy, and I want to see them batter Italy. So we may end the stream soon, but I want to figure this out first. You could honestly like branch us off, right? Like make branches out of the branches. Does that make sense? I believe the Basalt Deltas were last minute, weren't they? Because it was like Crimson Forest, the Warped Forest, Never Wastes, obviously, and that was kind of like it. And then they threw it in there. Yeah, I think the idea of corn is the idea. Oh, I'm gonna fucking. The idea is I just refreshed my stream. What the fuck? Oh my god. The idea is I just like loaded up some hacking device. The idea is I want to have like areas for like future mobs. So not like the copper golem, but like future animals. I mean, so maybe we don't even need to add like this doesn't need to be completely just what the animals I'm thinking of already. Stick drift to do this really bad. Is that a track field? That is. This isn't. No. What you didn't. What did you do? Yeah, I misspoke. Slammed my laptop keyboard and it pulled up some like coding thing. Yeah, it's my horse racing track. I can't jump. Mooblim? Yeah, exactly. Like, this could be huge. So I think we do. I think what you should do, I don't know why I'm saying you, like, I'm the one building this, the fuck. What I should do is uh, make one enclosure first and then base it around that. Because they're all going to be. Are they all going to be circles? No, because what if there's a mob that requires. Hmm. Perchance. Perchance. Because the sniffer enclosure. The two enclosures we have right now are the sniffer enclosure and the aquarium. They're both similar, right? In one aspect, they use a lot of glass. I feel like they're saving. I feel like they could add 2 or 3 new cave biomes. Hmm. I do think we need more, yeah. We need an amethyst biome. You can buy glass? I can. I can also demolish the desert biome for it. I just slapped my mic, I'm sorry. Your poor little ears, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think an amethyst biome would promote amethyst use though. You'd have to have more amethyst use. It'd have to be massive because it'd be an entire biome dedicated to it. But am I? Why is that? Am I crazy? Blocks, text to speech, weather. Oh, what? Wait, why does this stop? That's weird. I want them to add crows. I want them to add like vultures. Do you remember vultures from the Badlands biome vote? I want vultures because they look cool. I do not care about their like use. I think they just look badass. On my end corner, didn't like your message didn't send as a link. I could add a phantom enclosure. I mean, what is Lightborn's attitude towards phantoms? That's something I need to think about. I'm gonna click it. You can't stop me. Technically, we can't. No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here. Um, this was a yapping uh endeavor, I guess. I'm sorry for all the yapping and stuff. May have not gotten a lot done today, but I think yapping was important because it's been such a big day. I think for the game. Um, for nothing really else. I mean, what else happened today? Ozzy Osbourne died, but I don't think anything else happened. So mostly just Minecraft, right? Can you not? Like, I'm trying to end the stream. Can you please stop with your Okay, I guess that struck my goddamn dog. Why would you do that? How could you? Um, but yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching the stream today. We got like 5 followers today, which doesn't sound like a lot, but we barely get followers. I said doc. Doc. Like the doc. The doc. You know, not the other word. Lightning did not strike my little Jonathan. Anyway, moving on from that misinterpretation on your guys' end. That's your fault, not mine. I do not need to enunciate words better. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you for the follows. We've got a lot of follows today, which is kind of insane. I appreciate it, as always. You guys do mean a lot to me. Have a good rest of your day, morning. Is day and morning the same? Day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, drink some water, play some Minecraft. If you haven't already, which is probably 99% of you, because it just came out, I've got sticky notes, corn, not paper. If you haven't already, play the new preview. I heard there's a new preview out today. I don't know, maybe you should check it out. Maybe it's terrible. Who knows? I don't know. I don't live on Twitter. Who knows? I'll catch you guys at some point in the near future. Take care.